All right, let's get right into it. We are living in this wild time of digital self-expression, and one of the coolest new things out there is what's called an AI action portrait. It's this really amazing way to see ourselves in a new light and tell our own story. So today, we're going to unbox exactly how it all works.
I mean, come on, think about it for a second. Who hasn't daydreamed about seeing themselves suited up, ready to save the galaxy or go on some epic quest? This is so much more than just a photo filter. It's about plugging into that fantasy of becoming the hero of your own adventure.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, an AI action portrait basically takes a photo of you, grabs your ideas, and smashes them together with some powerful AI. The result? A totally personalized comic book-style avatar. You're not just picking some character out of a lineup, you are the character. Honestly, the best way to wrap your head around it is to imagine getting a custom, one-of-a-kind action figure of yourself. You know, with the cool box, the custom gear, the backstory on the back, it's all there, and you're the star. This whole idea of unboxing yourself is what makes it so cool.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how do I make one? Let's get into the hero's blueprint. We're going to look at how a simple idea gets built into a full-blown digital avatar. And trust me, it's way more straightforward than you might think.
The whole thing really boils down to a simple three-step journey. First, you conceptualize. You dream up your hero. Who are they? Then you let the AI do the heavy lifting to visualize that concept. And finally, you get to finalize the design, tweaking it until it's just right. It's that simple loop: idea, generation, refinement.
Now here's the absolute key. The process doesn't start with a picture, it starts with a story. The AI needs a narrative, something to chew on. Who are you? What's your job? Your powers? The more detail you pack into your written prompt, the better and more accurate your avatar is going to be. And check this out. This is a perfect example. It's not just make me look cool. It gives a whole identity, a day job, a secret nighttime gig, specific gear like neon armor, and even a cyber dragon sidekick. That level of detail is exactly what the AI feeds on to cook up something truly special.
So you see, your prompt directly shapes all these key design elements. If your hero is confident, the AI will give you a dynamic pose. A seasoned warrior? Maybe you'll see a few scars. All those little details from your backstory, they become the visual DNA of your character. Even the world you imagine, a gritty cyberpunk city or a lush jungle, it all influences that final look and feel. But listen, this technology is way bigger than just making a cool new profile picture. These avatars are popping up in some really surprising and important places. Let's take a look at where you can find these heroes out in the wild. In gaming, this is an absolute game changer. Seriously, instead of playing as some generic hero, you can literally put a version of yourself into the game. That just creates a much deeper, more personal connection to the story. I mean, when the hero on the screen is you, the stakes just feel a whole lot higher, right? And brands are getting in on this too. They're using these avatars as unique digital ambassadors. Imagine the founder of a company, or just a team member, transformed into a hero to tell the brand's story. It's a really fresh, memorable way to cut through the noise and build a brand that people actually remember. Okay, now this is a use case that I just find incredible. In healthcare, these avatars are being used as virtual companions. They can offer support, help with things like diagnostics, and just provide a friendlier face for patients to interact with. It's just so powerful seeing this tech move beyond fun and games into a role that provides real human support.
And it's a similar story in education. AI avatars are becoming virtual tutors. They can make lessons way more interactive and can even adapt to how each student learns. And maybe most importantly, they help fix one of the biggest problems with online learning. They make it feel a lot less lonely and way more personal.
So we've covered how they're made and where they're being used. Now let's look ahead to the next level. What does the future hold for this stuff? And just as important, what's the fine print we all need to be reading?
This brings us to a really critical balancing act. On one hand, you've got this explosion of creative freedom. Anybody can be a character designer now. But on the other hand, we have to talk about the ethical side. We're uploading our photos, our faces, and that brings up totally valid concerns about privacy and how our data is being used. We absolutely need transparency from the folks making these tools. When we look to the future, the direction is pretty clear. It's all about hyper-personalization. The tech is just going to keep getting better. We're talking more realism, customization options that go incredibly deep, and tools that are so easy to use that anyone, and I mean anyone, can create their digital self in just a few minutes. So when you zoom out, what we're really seeing is this incredible meeting point. It's where your creativity, powerful new technology, and your own personal identity all come together. It's a brand new frontier for how we see ourselves and how we show ourselves to the world online.
And all of that leaves us with one pretty big question. This technology gives you the power to be anyone you can possibly imagine. So, as our digital lives and our real lives keep blending together more and more, who are you going to choose to be?